more scandal going on outside the marriage boot camp house than it is inside the marriage boot camp. Ain't nothing but a whole bunch of fraud and faking going on up in there. Auntie Momo. We are back for another episode review of Marriage Boot Camp, y'all. This is season 15, episode 8. I can't remember the name of it. Before we get into this review, y'all already know how my church announcements go. If you have not done so just yet, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Let me know you stopped by with that little notification bell down there. Make sure that's on. Give me thumbs up, all of that. Also, down in the description box below, I'll be leaving some links to some hot fire. Y'all need to go and check these entrepreneurs out. All kinds of black girl magic down there in that description box below. You can get customized glasses. You can get customized bottles. You can get lip scrub, body scrub, ass scrub. You can get wigs if you need them shits. You can get lashes if you need them shits. Anything customized. You can even get homegirl right here. Everything is in the description box down below. Trust me when I tell you. You know your auntie ain't finna tell y'all nothing wrong. Go check these folks out. Support your local black woman, okay? But look here, y'all, let's go ahead and get to this review. Hopefully y'all are ready for this review because I'm ready to give it to you. So let's go and get right on up into it, y'all. Y'all, look, before we get into this, I know y'all already been hearing about what's going on with Medina Islam. If y'all don't know, I'm gonna give y'all a real quick rundown. Is it Spiller Boy TV that I watch? Mr. Still Standing. I think that's who it is. Yes, Mr. Still Standing. He is good. Y'all need to go and check out his channel. If you don't, I'm gonna leave the link down in his channel below as well. So he actually got the interview with Medina's brother, and I believe it was his brother's wife, where he was actually saying that Medina made most of that shit up. That yes, their mother was going through some mental illness, but as far as him trying to be there, when his mother was supposedly selling the brother and all of that, Bruh said that didn't happen. Bruh said he's actually the oldest brother and he really knows what's going on. Medina is selling this shit for a whole storyline. I said, oh, word? He said, yes, Auntie Momo. That nigga ain't telling the truth about nothing. I said, well, we already knew that him and Phaedra went together, so we knew the nigga was fake on that, but we didn't know that he was fake with it. They said, yes, that nigga is fake with it. So apparently he out here lying on his mom, and of course his mom is not here to shut down everything that he's saying about her, which is wrong. You gonna make up a lie on your deceased mama, nigga, you ain't shit. You ain't shit. But this episode picks up with Corrupt downstairs crying child. He in danger. That's because that nigga is feeling for that yak. That nigga wants that yak in his system and he just can't control himself till he gets some. He in there talking about he is in fear for his life against Tony. Nigga, Tony ain't finna do shit to you. And if she does, you deserve it. God damn it, you the one should have had an apple thrown at your goddamn ass. But I'm just saying, though, that ain't neither here nor there. They say that they gonna go ahead and send this nigga to a hotel for the rest of the night because he up in there screaming how to lose his goddamn mind and don't nobody want to deal with that goddamn shit. So, and then Tony, at least she has some time to herself away from his ass because I think she was a little drunk too, and she miserable with him. She miserable as shit with him. Tony, leave that nigga alone, girl. You can do bad by yourself, mama. Dr. Ish checks in with Tampon and Davon because, they're dealing with the whole miscarriage. And it's hard for them, of course. Her body's going through a lot. They're both going through a lot mentally. Judge Toller checks in with Tahiri. Now, she's telling Tahiri that they're thinking about bringing Vado back in the house. And how does she feel about Vado coming back? Of course, she'll have security all around her. And there'll be security around her and Vado 24/7. She won't ever be alone with him. Girl, I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all already know my opinion on this. Why are they painting this man out to be a fucking monster? I don't like that. I don't like that. I'm sorry. We all know that, yes, he shouldn't have choked her ass up, but at the same time, she should not have thrown them apples. They are not disciplining her in no way, shape, form, or matter. It's not right. That's just my opinion, and like I said, I know a lot of people don't agree with it, but that's fine. It's my motherfucking opinion. You ain't got to. Next, Judge Toller and Dr. Ish decide they want Kurupt go to rehab. They just can't deal with this nigga and his shit no more, and ain't nothing more they can do for his ass at the goddamn house. So soon as Kurupt comes back, goddamn Dr. Ish meets this nigga at the door. He was like, nigga, I don't even want you up in this house. Look here, this car is prepared to take your ass to Sunnyside Rehab or Sunshine Camp or anything. We prepared to take your ass to rehab because you need to do it. Because right now, I ain't gonna be able to do nothing else for your ass here. You ain't gotta go home, but nigga, you can't stay here though. You gonna have to go get some help with what the hell is going on with you. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, nah, I ain't ready to go to rehab. I'm straight. So Dr. Ish was like, my nigga, I respect that. Well, this car here gonna go ahead and take your ass to the, wherever you got to go, because you're gonna have to move around from here. He like, all right, cool, I respect that, my nigga, it is what it is. Judge Toller ends up talking to Tony and telling Tony, look here, you need to go see your kids, fuck Kurupt, wash that man right out of your hair and just leave his ass alone for a minute. Tony, you need to listen, because he is aging you beyond your years, girl. Dr. Ish then ends up meeting up with Vado. Vado says that he had talked with his mom, and he says he feels very remorseful for what happened, regardless of whatever situation that led up to that. He is very remorseful. He wants to apologize. He does see where he went wrong, and he says that that's not in him. That's not the type of man that he wants to be. And so I commend him for that. I'm proud of you, Vado. Even though, like I said, y'all already know what I said on this. Tahir should have been just as much reprimanded as he did too. It goes both ways. So later on, y'all, this is where Dr. Ish breaks up half of the group, and he tells them that the next exercise that they're going to do is the one where they go back to their childhood and they pull up all these memories that basically led up to where they are now and how they deal with those different emotions in these relationships, right? Now, this is another exercise that they do that I really do like, but it is emotional. Like, this is not something that I want to participate in because I already know that I would have baggage for days, girl. So, they're in the back. Each group is split up. And of course, they let Vado participate in this. But of course, Tahiri is in the other group, right? And so they're decorating these little these little cars with memories of different things from their childhood, right? And as Dr. Ish is going around to each person, he's already getting different emotions and bringing out different things from each person. What was some of them? Shonda says that she never felt good enough for her dad. She always aspired to be a singer, and when she sung to her dad told her, was like, it's all right, baby, it's not really that good. And so that kind of always hurt her pride and her self-esteem, because she always felt like she had to impress him, sort of like what she's doing with Willie, and she's not getting the validation that she wished she would have got from her father. Willie says that it was hard for him to deal with the death of his grandfather. His grandfather never graduated high school, never went to college, but he was a hood celebrity. Everybody knew him. He damn near owned the whole block, and that took a toll on Willie. Medina says that his mother had schizophrenia. They moved around a lot, slept in train stations, and that his mother once tried to sell his brother. That's the story that he said. His brother came and debunked all that shit. Phaedra said that her grandfather could pass as white. And so because of that, whenever she would be with him when she was younger, people would always ask her, like, who is this little nigga baby that you got with you? That's fucked up. My grandfather would have popped a nigga in their goddamn mouth. They said that about me. That's just my granddaddy though. But because of that, she always felt that she had to be perfect and she had to be prim and proper. So because she couldn't physically pass as white, at least she could be perfect. And she would somewhat have, like, I guess, white ways, I guess you could say. She could be proper and she could pass. That's got to be fucked up. Tampon says that her mother's ex broke her nose. That she was trying to break up a fight between her mother's ex and her mother. And in the process, the ex ended up hitting her in the nose and breaking her nose. And because of that, that's caused her to be, like, self-conscious her whole life. We already know. If y'all don't watch Love and Hip Hop, you already know. She got a thing with her goddamn nose. Tahiri said that, her father sold drugs, that he always had a lot of money, but she didn't realize where the money came from. Well, he sold a lot of drugs and he ended up going to jail. I think he's actually in prison now because of her having that absence of her father that has made her, try to fill the void with a bunch of other things and yada, 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 yada. Now, Vado says that his dad was deported back to Jamaica after domestic violence situation with his mom. Him realizing, looking back on the situation with him and Tahiri, he realizes how some of that could have played a role into what happened with them, and how he realizes that, that's some baggage that he was carrying over the years. Now, Davon's ass was just a spoiled ass brat. got whatever he wanted. Whatever he didn't get that he wanted, he'd act the fuck out. That's pretty much Davon's story. Just a spoiled ass fucking brat. Afterwards, you know, we have, you know how the little kid actors come out. Everybody sitting on the back patio. Each kid comes out riding a little bike, and they're representative of each person in the house, and they're telling their story. And it's always like really, really emotional. It's super sad. Every time I see it, I just be like, that lump right there, it just be getting me, right? Now, everybody got the drill. Everybody got the meaning of the drill and what it was supposed to mean, except for Davon. The shit went right over that baby's head. He was like, yeah, I was spoiled. Yeah, I can understand that. You get mad. You act out because you don't get whatever you want. I get it. And Hazel was just sitting there looking like, oh, Lord, what did I do? Why did I do this to myself? And y'all know what? Quite honestly, in my opinion, I feel like Tony should have been there. This is an exercise that really could have helped Tony's goddamn ass. Because Tony, she needed to realize, you know, you got some fucked up ways about you that's letting you deal with this shit from this man. And because you're dealing with this shit from this man, that's making you act out. You need some help with that. I think something like that would have really benefited Tony. Afterwards, Vado says his apology letter to Tahiri. He did like a little poetic rap type thing. It was nice. And I felt his sincerity for that. Tahiri says afterwards she wanted to go up to him and give him a big hug and a big kiss, but she realized she couldn't do that because he had to realize that it could never happen again. Bitch, you need to realize as well that throwing fucking apples could never happen again. That's just how the fuck I feel. And I also didn't like how Tampon and Davon were sitting there poking fun of Shonda because of her insecurities that she has, because she felt like she was never good enough for her dad. Tampon, you of all people don't need to keep your goddamn mouth closed. Keep your mouth and your nose closed and mind your goddamn business on that. Afterwards, goddamn, Tampon and Davon, they're in the kitchen and they're having a silent argument. Have you ever had a silent argument with your partner before? Me and my husband had that before, like once or twice. But me and my husband don't really argue like that. That's why I love my boo. But they was having a silent argument in the kitchen, whatever, right? They was getting into it, and she was saying, you know how she be talking to this nigga sideways, talking to him like that's her child, because he is her child. But she was like, and she was just basically saying that she would find another nigga. He was like, okay, well, if you want to go find another nigga, then bitch, do that. That don't hurt my motherfucking feelings. I leave this bitch by my goddamn self. And she was like, oh, are you threatening me? He said, oh no, bitch, that's a promise. That's a motherfucking promise. Y'all, that was the end of the episode right there. Look here, if it was anything that I missed, y'all already know. Drop it down below and let me know. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And your Auntie Mo will see y'all in the next video. Peace out.